من رحمة الله.
Yeah, go ahead.
مت دلوقتي بعد شوية، أحمد ربي وأنا الحمد لله. أحمد ربنا إن أنا بمشي على رجلي وبسمع وبشم وبتنفس وبشوف. دي عندي أنا مريض عندي الكلى وغسيل كلى وكبد والقلب وبتاع، بس فيها ميزات، في ناس مش ناقصة.
He
وأنا
said
حامد
that
ربي.
he's ill himself, but some
حامد ربي
people
سبحانه
they're
وتعالى.
in a worse situation. Some can't see, some don't have arms. So he's thanking Allah that Alhamdulillah, he's in a good health even though he's ill, but and he appreciates everyone for supporting him.
So, guys, assalamu alaikum. We're here once again, inshallah. There are many reasons why people unite. People unite upon truths, people unite upon falsehoods. Today we're uniting upon ibadah, we're uniting upon helping our Uncle Jamal. Alhamdulillah, we found him. We found our Uncle Jamal. And we're uniting upon raising the rest of the funds for him. As you can see, we are 3/3 of the way there, 3/5 of the way there. So we have 2,000. In the meantime, we do have the brother with us, inshallah. May Allah reward him for his shyness. He doesn't want to come on the camera, I don't believe, right? So this is a brother that is made a generous donation and an amazing gesture to accommodate a bed and a room for our Uncle Jamal, alhamdulillah. So as well, this is an example to all of the Muslims and all of the non-Muslims alike as well, to show you what unity is about. Alhamdulillah, it brings old and young together, it brings white and dark together, it brings fat and thin together, whatever. It brings us all together and united under one. Our meeting here today, people I've never met before, but alhamdulillah, we're doing it. Fi sabilillah. Please get on board again, guys. And I do remind you as well, this group is not for any differences that you guys have with each other, or any slander or any politics. Let's leave that for the other groups, inshallah. This one is solely to raise money for our Uncle Jamal here, inshallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and facilitate for us a way, as we are definitely his utensils. We are there to be utilized by Allah Azza wa Jal. Is there anyone in the live feed at the moment?
Yeah, there's several people.
7, mashallah.
There's 31 people watching.
Brothers, 31 people watching?
Yeah, 32 now.
32 people watching?
Yeah.
So, inshallah guys, please do send out the PayPal link. Again, if you guys can remember the PayPal link from the top of your head, it was in the first video on my channel. Please could you copy and paste it on the bottom of this video, or wherever you put it in the description boxes or whatnot. Clearly I'm not very good at tech, but put it there, inshallah. And let's get the word out, inshallah. We have 2,000 left, amazingly, within a 24-hour, not even a 24-hour period, guys. 16-hour period, we have managed to raise 3/5, Allahu Akbar, 3/5 of the money used to give this man a life-changing surgery. Bi'idhnillah ta'ala, mashallah. May Allah reward you all. Wallahi, I went home yesterday, feeling full of sakina, full of sweetness of iman from what we were doing. And I hope, inshallah, it's a good reminder and a good touch-up for all of us here, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, it shows the unity amongst the Muslims. Is there any comments there, Akhi, that you'd like to read out?
There's some brothers and sisters saying salam to Uncle Jamal.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're giving you a salam, and people talk about how much the medical bills are. So brothers, 5,000 is actually not that much. Really, we want to increase the amount, from 5,000 to even more than that, because we need to cover a lot of things, not just the health issue. And even the health here is going to be, it will cost more than 5,000, to be honest.
He needs like 3-4 grand for the solicitor.
Yeah, he needs 3,000 to 4,000 for the solicitor alone. Yeah, just to get the solicitor, he needs 3,000 pounds. Unless there's a Muslim out there who's a solicitor who can help the uncle for free, we need an extra 3,000 to 4,000 just to pay for the solicitor.
He borrowed a lot of money. He borrowed a lot of money.
He's been here for 18 years and he never has so much money, subhanAllah. The amount that people, brothers and sisters, wait for
He
it.
owned 200 from this one, 200, 500 here, 500 there.
You want to say any words?
والله
Amma Gamal is not a beggar
17
or
years
something.
homeless.
He was all the time in speaker corner, never talked about his problem. But now he's fed up. Honestly, he's sick. Honestly, he needs help. Honestly, in front of Allah, he deserves to give sadaqah on him because he is not living in his country. He is sick. So he is right place to put your sadaqah in. Right place to give. So, wallahi, to anyone, if you can help, يعني Amma Gamal. That's it.
So I mentioned yesterday about how we can utilize different platforms for different things. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the live feed. I may have, but it was basically about a question that I asked a very wise, learned man once, and I asked him to use rosary beads of misbah because I wanted to make dhikr with them. So when you say subhanallah, subhanallah, or when obviously the Christians they
18 سنه يستلف وياكل
هذه.
yes, these. Thank you. So I asked about these. So obviously, as a Muslim, 33 times after Salah,
After he finish, after.
33 times we'll say Subhanallah, 33 times we'll say Alhamdulillah, and then 34 times we'll say Allahu Akbar. Now I asked a learned man about using these beads because I said I understand that these actually came from Christianity. They were made as rosemary beads to do your Hail Marys, all of this shirky kufr stuff. And the answer he gave me, it stuck with me. I said to him, so basically, yeah, is it a bid'ah to use this? Is it haram to use this? He said to me, Muhammad, do you have a TV? No, I don't have a TV. But at the time, he said, do you have a TV? I said, yeah, I do have a TV. And I said, yeah, go on. What's the point? He goes, you can watch both halal and haram on TV. You can also watch things that are related to dhikr on TV. I said, yeah. He said, so okay. The TV, was it created by a Muslim or a kafir? I said, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it wasn't a Muslim. He said, yeah, correct. I said, okay, so he says, look, you're using an electronic device, an invention of the kuffar, but you're using it for your dhikr. Is that okay? I said, I'm sure it is. Simply, this YouTube platform is not being created by Muslims, for the Muslims, on behalf of the Muslims, and it's just an Islamic network. You and I both know this. There's a lot going on online, okay? A lot of, it's a resource of, it's a proper platform for information. Put the live feeds up and videos going all night long, 8-hour feeds all night long, just talking slander and crap and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Then you get some live feeds as well. Maybe there's a bit of benefit, some nice conversations. Then you get some maybe they're very constructive and you've got a lot of information. Last night's live feed lasted 4 hours, half of that 8 hours that I said. Yeah, on this YouTube platform. We raised in this time, wallahi, just over £2,000. And since after the completion of the live feed last night until today, we've raised another £1,000, alhamdulillah. Okay, while we've been sitting in this restaurant just anticipating to start this video, mashallah, the figures keep going up, guys. Wallahi, may Allah reward you. Du'as, word of mouth, copy and paste that link everywhere. Get the word out, inshallah. Money, everything you can do. This man has a severe need for liver dialysis operation. Okay, it's going to be a life-changing operation for him. Alhamdulillah, the brother is here. He said salam to you already a few minutes ago. May Allah reward him. He is giving this man a home, and for that I love him for the sake of Allah. Alhamdulillah, he's given love to a man that he didn't know anything about. Alhamdulillah, and here today, and we gave a reminder before we started this video. We're not here today with any purpose other than to call you guys to come and help us, inshallah, under the will and shade and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're nothing without Allah, and we are everything with him under the parameters that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us. So let's use this as khair, and let's use this video as well as an example of da'wah, as an example of the way that we all stand for each other as Muslims, inshallah. The video will come, inshallah, where he is going to be rested up in his place, happy, content, surgery, inshallah. Maybe we can document him pre and post surgery as well, see if he's happy and healthy. Guys, you remember, even the non-Muslims in Speaker's Corner love this man. The non-Muslims, they love this man. He calls them donkey, he tells them to shut up, he tells them quiet, he tells them Abu Lahab, but he says La ilaha illallah. And you know what? They love him. They might not love him, but they certainly do like him. They certainly don't dislike him. You know, even one of those hecklers in the park, he certainly doesn't like the Muslims. This Islamophobe is the one who actually read out his document, his letters from the Home Office and from the NHS or whatnot. Yeah. So that made me shy personally as well. When I've started looking at the background of this information, because I was driving at the time, so I did what I could on my feet, let's continue this, guys, inshallah. Like I said, this is actually the second live feed I've ever done. The first live feed, and I've been on the da'wah scene for 4 years, yeah? As all of us should, by the way, yeah? With any knowledge, as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, to relay the message, even if it is one verse. Never get it twisted and think that you need to a certain amount of knowledge. That knowledge and pass it on to the next layman. You're a layman and they are a layman. And what knowledge you have, it is your duty as a Muslim to go and relay that knowledge as well, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, let's use this opportunity now to help our uncle. The description should be, I hope people are putting the description here. Abu Talha, have you put the description in the description?
Can't. The brothers and sisters here, the ones who are commenting, if you can repost the GoFundMe link.
On this page.
Yeah, please
And
repost
keep
the.
posting it as well.
He did it once, but wiping me off. Second time deleted.
Keep reposting the GoFundMe link because I can't do it.
I made it as if it was like spam or
I
something.
just managed to do it again.
Okay, so guys, look, by the time I finish this tea, I want us to get to 4 bags. 4,000.
We
Inshallah.
want to hit 5,000 by the end of this live stream, at least, minimum.
Even if it's not by the end of this live stream, at least let's go progressively into that direction, inshallah. Because we've only got like an hour in this place that we're sitting now. I believe it closes around 8 p.m. And then I need to start dropping everyone.
You guys want to give any
Do
message?
we have any mods in the channel at the moment?
I don't see any mods. Is there mods? Do you see it on
I
your?
don't see any more.
Uncle Jamal saying he borrowed lots of money in this 18 years and to eat and in 18 years, yeah.
Yeah, he has a
borrowed
debt.
He borrowed a lot of money from so many people.
عليا 200 ليره و400 ليره.
He owed to people more than 15 and he owed to people with a lot of money. A lot.
في ناس مستلف منها ما اعرفهمش.
Yeah.
ناس
There's so
تعبانه
many people give him
وسيئانه
money and he don't know them.
وانا معيش اديلهم. وانا معيش اجيب لهم
He
منين؟
don't have money to give them back.
اجيب لهم منين؟
From where I can get to them.
لا حكومه بتساعدني ولا حد ولا بشحت ولا بقول
No,
لحد
no
ساعدني.
government helping
بقول
me
يا رب.
or anyone
بقول
helping me.
يا رب.
Only Allah and I'm asking Allah. That's
Brothers
it.
and sisters, what is it that defines us as has certain systematic?
Somebody called. I had to end the call.
It's okay, that's fine.
Please don't call Muhammad Tawheed, yeah, because we're going live. Anybody who's watching.
Please. What is it that we use as Muslims in order to help another human being? It's when they're in need. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam helped not only Muslims, he helped everyone. People came to Islam because of his kindness towards the disbelievers. Not only the believers, the disbelievers. We help all people. Wallahi, I would want us to think that anyone who is in a homeless situation, that we would try and help them. Of course, with that help, we give them da'wah. But this is a man that says La ilaha illallah. He gives da'wah. I'm going to again repeat for the people that maybe they didn't see the live feed yesterday, just a little bit from our seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about when, and it relates to our uncle Jamal here, and a point that I want to promote, inshallah. That Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahu Akbar, I love this story about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam started to preach La ilaha illallah, calling people away from taghut, from the transgressors, and calling them verily towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and worshipping Allah as the one true Lord, Master and Creator, Al-Aziz, Al-Hakim, Al-Hakim, everything. He used to go and disrupt the kuffar, the leaders of the kuffar in their meetings. So in the meetings, you would typically have people like Abu Sufyan, for instance, the leaders of the kuffar. Now, with this, Abu Talib, because he's one of the respected, noble elders of the community, they went to him, they delegated with him, and they said, please go to your nephew and tell him to stop messing about with us. Stop coming to our meetings and stopping our meetings. And look how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam dealt with it. Abu Talib, who he loves and who he respected. Yeah? He respected him. He was his uncle, blood uncle. He came to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, stop going to their meetings. And what did Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say in reply to that? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in reply to that, and he pointed to the sun. He pointed to the sun, and he said to Abu Talib, the likeliness of me stopping going to those meetings and disrupting their meetings is if you could get me a flame from it. Allahu Akbar. What does this show us, my brothers and sisters? There's another narration as well. It's a separate narration, but it's something that is similar to this. That Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was sitting in the other room, and when the leaders of the Quraysh came to delegate with Abu Talib, they said to him, listen, tell your nephew the only thing we want him to do is stop saying this one word, La ilaha illallah. Yeah? If he does this for us, we will give him what money he wants, what wealth he wants, any woman he wants from the village, and we'll give him the power, and we'll give him status, and we'll give him the keys to the Kaaba. And what did Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say when Abu Talib came to him in the other room and said, this is what they're offering you? He said, whether the sun to be in my right hand.
والله لو وضع الشمس في اليمين
Akhi, mashallah. Where did you come from, brother? Mashallah. You got a lot of knowledge, akhi. You should take over the show. Wallahi, brother.
sorry I'm cutting you all, but I know about
But
Arabic.
this
That's
guy
why.
thinks it's a sly way of me.
It came
Akhi, I'm
in
learning
my
from you
mind.
today.
That's
Akhi, mashallah. I'm learning from you
I
today.
remember.
Mashallah, akhi. Wallahi, may Allah reward
والله
you.
لو وضع الشمس في يميني والقمر في يساري على أن أترك هذا ما تركت هذا أبدا.
May Allah reward you. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whether the sun to be in my right hand and the moon to be in my left hand, I will not stop what was given to me from Allah until I succeed or die. Failure was not one of the options. Failure was not one of the options here. Do you understand, guys? And here, failure was never one of Uncle Jamal's agenda or options. Now we've come to learn that this man has been homeless for 10 years. 10 years. 18 years. Come on, every day I meet you, another few years. You're
18 years.
Yeah, he said 18 years in the video. Yeah.
Was it
yeah,
18 years?
18 years.
Yeah,
Muhammad.
So what is 10 years?
2002 he came in.
He came.
So that's almost 2 decades,
2002.
subhanAllah. Almost 2
years.
decades.
Allahumma musta'an.
2002.
May Allah-
You look
So
good.
you've been 18 years you've been
Yes,
homeless.
2002. Yeah,
Since he
yeah.
came to the UK.
He didn't see his granddaughter. He didn't see his daughter when she married. He didn't see anything. He have his family there. He sold his house in Egypt. He have big house, big mansion house in Egypt. When he left and he sold it was like 3 million Egyptian money to spend the money on her. To spend the money, but you know when you change the Egyptian money to her, it's like 40,000 here. So he spent all of them here and borrowed more. So he lost the money in Egypt, what he have in Egypt because here and he have nothing. So
Brothers and sisters, how many of us put time in our day to go on these live feeds? We have all sorts of idle discussions, idle chats, and no benefit. Here, we're talking about taking a homeless man and giving him a home, as we have done, alhamdulillah. And the proof is this brother here. May Allah reward him and his family and always keep him in an abundance of peace and blessings
Ameen.
from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen, ameen, ameen. And this is from the brother. So now, alhamdulillah, one of these 2 pillars we have taken down. Second of these 2 pillars, guys, comes in 2 sub-pillars. And they're £1,000 each, inshallah. We've raised £3,000, guys. We need £2,000 more just for this man's surgery, inshallah. Let's help. I'm not here for any other reason other than to see the brothers and to raise money for my uncle here, inshallah. Okay? My uncle and your uncle. Okay? This is our brother. We said that this man, even the kuffar love him. Even the disbelievers in Speaker's Corner, they love him. The hecklers, the hecklers who are not Muslim, they love him. Why? He has this character. There are videos of him. I went home and I was speaking to a friend today. While I was speaking to him, I was scrolling down on YouTube on the phone. I had him on loudspeaker. I was scrolling down and I saw a video, an old video of him called No Rest for the Wicked. And what you see in this video is Uncle Jamal in Speaker's Corner on a Sunday when it's noisy and loud. And he's sleeping on the grass. Now, I remember that day. I was in the park that day. But when I saw him in the grass that day, I thought he was just chilling. I thought he was just, he's an Arab, innit? Comfortable on the grass, whatever, as we could all do it, no problem. We don't need a sofa or an armchair, whatnot. I thought he never went past me. But now it's because, look, the man, he sleeps rough every night for 18 years, subhanAllah. Okay? Guys, let's help him out, inshallah. This money, wallahi, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every single penny of it is going to go towards his surgery. And you will see the receipts of this as well, inshallah. We need £2,000 more, guys. Anyone out there that can't donate, send the link. Send the link over. Anyone who can donate, Bismillah. I'm going to stuff my face with some sweets with Uncle Jamal here, and you lot do a bit of talking. Pass on to the brother. He's got some knowledge Islamically. Akhi, give them some seerah and hadith and thank
no,
you.
wallahi, all what I'm gonna say is we need to support Uncle Jamal. All what he doing there in the park is he's raising the word of Allah. Whatever what he doing with funny way. And he's good example. At least no one said about him he's terrorist or something. He fighting them by raising La ilaha illallah, by saying La ilaha illallah. So we should all support this word. Support Am Gamal to be there, to always remember them with La ilaha illallah, always be in their faces. And inshallah, yani Allah bless him, we bless everyone gonna donate. Kallam.
Anyone want to say words?
Yeah, I just want to say that, sometimes, like Muhammad was saying, that we didn't realize the situation he was in, and we took it for granted. Simple, because we go to that park. I go to that park every Sunday, and I'm coming from home. And where is he coming from? In order for him to get to the park, me and him, all of us have so much different situations from him. He's, alhamdulillah, we have parents. We grew up with our families. my dad feeds me, my mom feeds me, but who's feeding him? No one's, you know, and uh, we all try our best, alhamdulillah. You know, I travelled all the way from South London just to come and see him, and I'm not doing it, you know, out of fame or anything, or people to respect me, but for Allah and for my uncle, inshallah, because he deserves to get his surgery. You know, if I'm entitled to get surgery, if she's entitled to get surgery for whatever illness she has or anyone else's, so is he, man. He's a human at the end of the day. And when I first watched that video, because I'll be honest with you, yeah, his videos for me are entertainment. I like watching them at home as entertainment. And not in that way, but in a way where, you know, it makes me laugh. And I even show it to my parents as well. And because they understand Arabic, you know, it makes them laugh even more. But then when I saw the video of him when he was upset and addressing the crowd, I thought, wallah, man, I didn't believe it, man. I was like I said, I've been coming to that park for a couple of years, and I've never ever seen him that upset. Never ever. And I went on the comment section, I was like, someone please drop me the link. I'll show my sister, she sent me the link on WhatsApp. And I tried to donate as much as I can, and hopefully I'm going to keep donating, just like you guys, inshallah, keep donating. And help him, inshallah. You know, get to what he wants and what he deserves. That's what I can say to him.
You know, subhanAllah, we're sitting on this table here today, and there's some new faces for me on this table, and there's some familiar faces for me on this table. But nonetheless, what's brought us all together here today is for ibadah, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I was even given an example earlier while I was sitting here, and it was about the people that may, subhanAllah, maybe they give the sadaqah, maybe they give the zakat, so they open the hand, they give you the spoon. Because they want, as the brother was saying, you know, fame or fortune or this, that, and they want something good. The mouth of the hungry doesn't care about what your intention is. Him the spoon. They are hungry. If you got something on the spoon, they are going to take it. At the end of the day, guys, yeah, we don't need to think too much behind this. As the brother just said, may Allah reward him for saying it so eloquently and clearly, this man, Uncle Jamal, has been banging it out in the park for years. Okay? Banging it out in the park for years after sleeping rough, and then he comes to the park. When we've been in our beds, we have our wives and our mothers and our sisters and our daughters and our brothers and fathers and whatever else have us around us, give us that comfort. This man has his health problems. He's an aged man. He's got his health problems. And what happens? He still comes to the park and he goes in. There's been many a time that I've been speaking. Now me, when I'm giving da'wah, one of my weaknesses is when Hatton's voice gets in my way, I can't handle it. Like it's like my kryptonite. Yeah, when I hear it's like my kryptonite. This man, every time it happens, whether it's her or someone else, because I can't hear my own voice, he comes and he deals with it. He deals with it. Little English, bad health, old age, sleeping rough, tired, doesn't know us on a personal name-to-name basis. But what? What does he do for us? And it goes in line with the seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we said as well. Are we not going to help him? Is he not our brother? Let's leave everything aside now, guys. All right, this meeting that we're doing today, wallahi, by Allah, is solely on this. And I'll keep saying it. Go on my channel. This is the second live stream I have ever done on my channel. I don't like live streams. I find it quite weird and cringy, but we're doing it to help this man. Let's do it, inshallah. I don't mind a bit of discomfort for this man to get a little bit of comfort, inshallah. You understand?
I just want to make one point, sorry. The way I see it, yeah, is if my father was in the same situation, this is how I see it. If my father was in the same situation, I'd want you guys to do the same thing for my father. This is how I see it, honestly. So this is why, you know, it goes for anyone as well. If your parents was in the same situation as him, you would want people to donate for them, right? You would want people to help your parents. So for me, you know, it's the same thing. Like, you know, just out of goodwill, good intention, and hopefully, inshallah, may Allah accept our donations.
Akhi, is there any comments there that you'd like to read out?
I just want to say something, yeah, about the uncle. Since wallahi, nothing made me more upset, yeah, apart from the insults against the religion, yeah, than what I heard from Uncle Jamal. Situation. Wallahi, I swear by Allah, nothing made me more upset. And the first time I started coming to the park, and people were insulting Allah and His Messenger, and they were saying the most despicable things that I could ever heard. And I was surprised. It was this uncle that came, and he gathered the youth, and he proclaimed Shahada, and he got them all to chant the Shahada until we could not hear the shirk and the kufr and the insults and the mocking they were making about the religion. Subhanallah.
Wow.
And he kept doing that every week. He would come. And wallahi, people don't know this uncle yet, but those who know him, who see him in the park, who actually meet him, he has a very soft heart, wallahi. A very soft heart. He draws people towards him, wallahi. When people see the videos, yeah, when people when people see the videos about him, yeah, all they see is shouting and saying donkey, yeah. But ask those people he's calling donkey, ask them about Uncle Jamal, because he does not have any malice when he says these words. When he says donkey or anything like that, there's no malice behind
No
it.
one even takes offense to what he says.
Those who hears it, yeah, those the one that he says it to will tell you about it. Go ask them. What do you think about Uncle Jamal? They say he's not serious. He's not being malicious. You understand? And he gives the and he proclaims the shahada, which is heavy, a heavy word. La ilaha illallah is not light on the tongue. It's a heavy statement, and it's the most truthful statement anyone can utter.
And a point that I made yesterday, I would like to make it again, inshallah. And this is something that stuck with me. When I heard it, I was driving, and I took a U-turn, and I came, and I just thought, screw it, I need to do a live feed about this, inshallah. I need to utilize what I can. I went into Hyde Park, tried to find him, couldn't find him, alhamdulillah. But we're sitting with him now, 24 hours down the line, inshallah. We're gonna get good out of it, you know. So look, guys, look. The thing that struck me yesterday, okay, is this. This man. For
Man عايز ينام.
huh?
عايز ينام.
Ammo, our uncle here, yeah.
أنا خدت
Ammo Jamal.
العلاج باخده وبتعب.
When he takes the medicine, he feels sleepy because
11 حباية.
because the
11
medicine.
حباية.
He take 11 tablets after he take it, he feels so sleepy.
tablet all day.
So he's constantly on medicine, and this is the thing, guys, as well. He's been on medicine for many years. He's in need of this liver dialysis, and he is been homeless for 18 years. I thought it was 10 years. I've been corrected today. Add another 8 years on top of that. Yeah, that's another 2,500 days. I'm trying to be smart. Forget that. Yeah, it's another 8 years, guys. Yeah. At the end of the day, look, this man didn't step forward ever before. He was always vocal about defending us in the park. He was always vocal when he was joking around with people. He even had that cowboy with the Jesus pants on him, liked him. He was always giving him hugs and kisses. I think he fancied him.
انت
innit?
راجل بالكلمة. ما عرفت مين جيسس.
But what I'm trying to say is this, look, for so long he didn't speak up. So the fact that he came together and spoke up with a Home Office letter, and we're going to show it again
بيت
inshallah,
الهوم اوفيس وبيت اللي عمله.
and the NHS letter as well.
ده الهوم اوفيس بتاعه.
Shall I read it? Shall I read it?
ده التقرير بتاع المستشفى.
بقول لك يقرا يعني
Yeah? Alright, so this is his name and this is what it says. This is his diagnosis, yeah, guys? December 2018, stage 5, which is the end. Allahu Akbar, man.
say والله
Yes, look.
say والله
You not understand me, homeless. You understand me, homeless. Everybody understand me, homeless. 18 years. Allah.
Brothers, this man is on stage 5, which is the last stage of chronic kidney disease.
أقول لهم ناس مسلمين.
He ain't got much left. He's got hypertension. He's got cardiomyopathy. I don't know. He's got conditions. I don't even know how to
18 سنة
pronounce.
ما حدش ما قلتش لحد الدنيا.
He's got atrial fibrillation.
18 سنة.
18
أنام
years.
في الشارع. التلج نزل عليا.
Let me read out the statement that they put together for him, inshallah.
18
Yeah?
years. He's
والعرب ماشية شايفاني.
I would be
العرب
grateful.
بيقولوا هتبارك يضحكوا.
يضحكوا عليه.
يضحكوا مفكرنا مسرح وانا بقول لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله.
This is
وبحارب في اليهود وفي المخابرات عشان ديننا وعشان عقيدتنا وهم يجوا يضحكوا.
He said he goes
18 سنة.
18 years
استلفت
defending
من طول
Islam.
الارض. استلفت بالناس
The
شقيانة.
Arab people who come to the UK as foreigners, holidays, they record him and laugh at him. But he's only doing it because
عليا
he's
بس اكتر
defending
والله
Islam.
عليا اكتر من 17,000.
I'm going to read out the statement that the immigration services has made for him. So I would be grateful if you could reconsider.
التليفون بدفع له كل شهر 30 باوند. عليا له فلوس
اسمع
كتير.
أبو، دوك يقرأ.
I'm going to read this inshallah, yeah?
خلاص ماشي.
I would be grateful if you could reconsider this 57-year-old man's asylum application. He is a Palestinian refugee with multiple medical problems, as documented in the list above. He has been known to have progressive chronic kidney disease since at least 2015 and has now progressed to the end stage of the kidney disease. His renal failure is permanent and his kidneys will not recover. There are no medications he can have that will reverse this condition. He will therefore require kidney dialysis as a life-saving measure within the next 3 months. This treatment is not available to him in his home country without dialysis, and he will die from the consequences of unrelated kidney disease. Once established on dialysis, he will need to attend a hemodialysis until 3 times weekly for 4 hours each session for the rest of his life. I would therefore be very grateful if his complex and life-threatening medical needs are taken into account when his application to remain is considered. Brothers and sisters and friends and foes and whatever you want to call yourself, brothers and sisters in humanity, this man's dying. That's what this means. He's got a chronic illness. Okay, chronic illness means it's something irreversible. I know this because I have a chronic illness as well. Alhamdulillah. But I'm not dying. The man is in a dire situation. He needs medical attention as soon as possible. This is a real situation. It's the real deal. This is no joke. Okay? Let's get the rest of these funds and do what we can do for this man. Subhanallah. What I was going to say before he brought this letter out was this. The amount of years he has been putting into that park, in his volume that he comes into the park in his presence, he has never ever complained to anyone once about anything. And none of you can testify against what I'm saying to you. None of you can testify contrary to what I'm saying to you. Yeah? Then all of a sudden last weekend, he was on camera and he was saying, "Help me, I'm dying. And I'm homeless." It's true. He's a dying, sick man. How many of us are just going to use this video for entertainment and sit there? And how many of us are going to do something about this now, inshallah? This is bigger than you and I. This video is bigger than you and I. This video is bigger than YouTube. Okay? This situation is bigger than YouTube. This is about a man's life. Are we going to do what we can to help? And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we stand in front of him on Yawm al-Qiyamah and he asks us what we did about this situation, when we could have facilitated for it, with the utensils that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us and provided us with in order to give mercy under Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the most gracious and the most merciful. Were we merciful to this man? Did we show this man any mercy? Brothers and sisters, we're not asking for much. A few pounds here or there for this man. We're 2,000 pounds away. Just 2,000 pounds away, inshallah. We need to raise this money for this man's surgery. This is dire straits here. This is real deal, inshallah. Is there any comments in there that you'd like to read out?
Yeah, people say, "I'm sad, Allah, Ya Allah, make us help him and to save this brother, inshallah." People are making dua for him. But brothers, yeah, please spread the link, inshallah. Keep spreading the GoFundMe link. And keep making dua for the uncle, inshallah.
Inshallah. Can we see what the running total is at the moment, or it's difficult?
No.
Has someone else got a phone?
Yeah.
Can you see the GoFundMe link and see what number we're on at the moment, so we can let everyone know, inshallah, how short we are at the moment. As we've said, alhamdulillah, now the man does have a place to stay. You know, he's going to be staying with this man and his family. May Allah reward him and his family in abundance. But he needs the surgery done. He has a chronic illness. Chronic is a word that the NHS like to use when they don't know what the cure is of your illness. So they put the word chronic in front of the illness. This is what chronic is. Chronic basically means they don't know what the medication is for this. They don't know what the cure is. They don't know what the cause is usually, and they don't know what the cure is as well.
3393.
Allahu Akbar. So since we've done this, how long has this life feed been going on for?
I don't know, 34 minutes maybe.
35 minutes. In the last 35 minutes, Akhi, how
Could
many
you see who
donations have we
donated
had?
last?
Is this video scroll?
Amir Afghan Pushtan.
Samir Afghan.
Amir Afghan Pushtan.
Muhammad
We
Arshad.
have anonymous.
Malawi
Mohammed
Wadi.
Arshad. Anthony
Malawi
Shaw.
Wadi. Malawi Wadi.
Another anonymous. Ahliya Nasreen. Anthony Shaw, mashallah, he's donated more than once.
Allah Akbar, mashallah.
Another anonymous. Ahliya Nasreen again, mashallah. Shahib Khan. Paul Scully. Wendy.
This is all in the past 35 minutes.
40 minutes, yeah.
Allahu Akbar, mashallah.
I'm not your whole. I'm not charge my phone. I'm gonna donate.
MashaAllah, may Allah reward the brothers. See, one of the brothers here is going to charge his phone and donate as well. Guys, thank you so much for what you're doing. We're doing this for the man. We're trying to save this man's...
الفون بتاعي معك.
We're trying to give this... Let me rephrase it. We're trying to give this man more life, inshallah.
Yeah, brothers are asking for the link.
We're trying to delay his death.
The moderator.
Can you tell?
Can I make him a mod? Yeah.
I just wanted to say big up Sid Bash because he's the one that started all of this and he's the one that took the initiative to make a GoFundMe page. This is very, very, very serious. We love Uncle Jamal. He's made me smile. He's made many, many, many of us smile. But as a ummah, as Muslims, one of the 5 pillars of Islam is obligatory to give zakat. So we have to follow Islam to the best of our abilities. We have to join together because there's too much of us fighting against each other. And things like this unite us. And it's so beautiful to watch. It's so beautiful to see. Yesterday when we set up the GoFundMe page, it was only 100, 200. When I woke up this morning, it was 2.5K. And that gave me faith and hope in our Muslim community. This is very, 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 very serious. And we have the opportunity to save somebody's life. In Islam, we say if you save one person's life, it's as if you saved the whole of humanity. So let's work together to try and help Uncle Gamal. Because right now, he needs medical attention. He has so many other issues. He's homeless, he's got medical issues, his immigration status, he's going through a lot all at once. The most important thing, as we read, is he is in a very, very serious state. So we have to get his medical care sorted out. And then he's got somewhere to stay, and inshallah we can all walk together to work on his immigration. And to be honest with you, shame on the immigration. This is a 58-year-old man, and his case has been on hold for 10 years. For 10 years. So the Home Office, this is a message to the Home Office. What are you doing? What are you doing? To the Home Office, to the immigration services. There's many, many immigrants and asylum seekers here suffering because of Home Office delaying and taking long to process people's applications. This has been 10 years this man is waiting. So this is a message to Home Office. What are you doing? There's many asylum seekers here that can't get medical treatment, that can't get housing because of people like Home Office that keep on delaying people's applications. So inshallah, brothers and sisters, please, 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 please donate, even if it's £1, even if it's £2. The more of us, it will end up growing and growing and growing. Pennies make pounds, pounds make hundreds, hundreds make thousands. So let's continue to donate, continue to share the word, and inshallah, inshallah, things will get better for our Uncle Gamal. Salam.
Inshallah.
I should give him a quick message. Yeah? Brothers and sisters, the moderators, keep sending the GoFundMe link continuously. And there's a brother here, Yunus. You will see him, yeah? If you see him in the comments, yeah, please make him a moderator. Okay? Make Yunus a moderator. This is the brother.
Just for the day.
Can't you do it yourself?
No, you can do it.
I can't do it. You know, but there's moderators there who are watching.
Can I make a call? Can I get a number from my phone?
Alam Taqilun, yeah, make Yunus a moderator. Okay, and repost the link of the GoFundMe page
Can I get a
continuously.
number from my phone while we're on this live feed?
No, you can't.
I can't do it.
No, you can't.
I can't go out of that and come back to you. Yeah, talk, Akhi. Bismillah.
Yeah, all with sadaqah, Allah gonna save him. Who doing sadaqah, Allah will make his life longer. Who doing sadaqah, Allah will stop any problem coming to him. Who doing sadaqah, Allah will bless him with so many things. Allah will, if you donate with £1, Allah gonna reward it to you 10. So use this opportunity now, not to help Uncle Gamal, just to help yourself to be close to Allah, to go 10 more steps towards Allah. Inshallah, Allah will accept it from you and from everyone here. Shukran, akhi.
Keep talking. Akhi, can you remind us from something from the seerah, inshallah, about helping people, or kindness, or mercy?
Allah, so many things I can't remember now. But when let me remember.
No problem. All right, guys. Anyway, keep posting your comments, inshallah. I'm just gonna put you on the tee for a minute.
just sent you.
Let's have a cup of tea break. Here we go. Alright, we're live. Change your name. You're so disrespectful. Akhi, lots of sings helping uncle. Oh, sing, change your name, okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Birds Net Rat Fest. Assalamu alaikum, Great Dunya. Assalamu alaikum, Abu Qatada. Guys, is there any input you want to put in? And please, Jazakallah khair, Akhi Yunus, for putting this link in. Please continue with this link. And mashallah, I met the brother, I got the chance. Wa alaikum salam, Real TV. May Allah reward you, Akhi. Mo Tawheed saw you in the morning in Bush. Boy. Okay. I was probably on the way back after looking for Uncle Jamal. Allah knows best. Alhamdulillah. What was I about to say? Lost my track. Yeah, Ikhwa, please keep putting down the... Let's keep this going, inshallah. And Brother Tawheed, come back to the park. Too many clowns ruining the da'wah. So, Akhi, you want me to add to the clowns? I'm joking. Muhammad Tawheed, can people outside of the UK donate to the GoFundMe?
Yes.
Yeah, people outside the UK can donate to GoFundMe. Please click on the link, and I think that the conversion rate would be set and how things work. Guys, please keep bringing this link forward. Is Uncle Jamal dying? Yeah, Uncle Jamal is dying. Uncle Jamal, he's on the last stage of chronic kidney disease. So he needs medication within the next 3 months, otherwise he's going to be a dead man. Wallahu a'lam. So guys, we need a bit of help here, inshallah, okay? We're not doing this for anyone but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? Brother Tawheed, I'm linking inshallah. You raised £200 in cash and I got £100, so that's 300 in cash. Allahu Akbar. So let's I know that there is a brother at the table as well. He's planning to put some money in as well. Shall I just put this on my face then while we're hitting or something? Okay. What else, guys? Guys, let's keep this going, inshallah. I'm really I don't know much about these live things, okay? But all I can see is me coming on this live yesterday and you lot being here. So many donations have come forward. We were on 2,000 last night. Now we're on 3,000 something. We need 2,000 more. Well, actually, we only need like a 1,500 more now, really and truly. If we've got 300 in cash and you lot's donations are still coming in, really and truly, it's just another 1,500, inshallah. London Life, Bayswater. Akhi, we can take him to the hospital, but they won't treat him because of his asylum status. So what they'll probably do is inject some paracetamol into him, give him a bit of morphine and say, be on your merry way. If you want to stay on one of our hospital beds overnight, pay up. And this is what we're trying to raise, inshallah, for his surgery. Not just to keep him on a hospital bed, but inshallah to buy him a bit more time under Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's keep this going, inshallah. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. So he has been denied NHS treatment as is an asylum seeker. Yeah, exactly. As I was saying, yes, so we got the chance and pleasure to meet with brother Sid Bash earlier. May Allah reward you, Akhi. You're a very prominent example, because if you hadn't put this up, I don't know how many people of us would have actually done anything more than a dua and just said, oh, may Allah help him. Let's see if we can find him. You've actually, while the guy was asleep last night or suffering in pain, we managed to raise a couple £1,000, and we're still trying to raise the rest of this money, inshallah. So let's do this, inshallah ta'ala. Let's continue with this, inshallah. Brother Tawheed, I will WhatsApp you in 20 minutes. Send me location if you're still about. Akhi, the place that we're in, I believe is going to close in, ironically, 20 minutes. So I won't be able to see you. I did call you earlier, Akhi, but not a problem at all, inshallah. Maybe you lot can facilitate for another live feed after this one is done, inshallah. Let's keep this going, man. I can only do it for a little bit longer anyway, because I've got a few commitments as well myself. But let's keep this moving on, inshallah. This is not for entertainment. It's not for status. It's not for credibility. We are trying to save this man. We're trying to give this man. We're on 3,508, Allahu Akbar, plus 300 in cash. That's 3,808 pounds. Guys, we need 1,200 pounds left. 1,200 pounds. That's Allahu Akbar. We raised that yesterday in 2 hours, 1,200, something like that.
Shout out the people in it.
So a shout out, inshallah, to there are a couple of anonymous there. We've got Nayef Habbas, we've got Abdus Samad K, Mr. Singh, Kozan, Yahyoglu, and we have Wasim Yasin. Kozan Yahyoglu and Wasim Yasin have done it twice, mashallah. Samir Gal. We've got Amir Afghan Pashtun. MashaAllah, may Allah reward you all. May Allah give you and your families. I'm sorry, guys, I'm just a bit bummed out with what I've heard, to be honest, inshallah. Guys, let's carry on, inshallah. We need to stay positive. Let's do what we can for this man, inshallah. I remember, even though I deleted a lot of the videos off YouTube because I didn't actually want to, it wasn't nice for me to see all of what was going on. But when I first started giving da'wah 3 years ago in the park, I still remember the amazing amount of support I was receiving when. No, because I wanted to read the comments. That's all right. Because yeah, there. So basically, guys, a couple of years back, when I had to have surgery done, I remember the immense amount of support I was getting from you guys. Subhanallah, I hadn't seen anything like it. You know, I'm the kind of person that when I'm in hospital and I'm suffering, I don't like people to visit me in hospital. The only people that I wanted near me in hospital was my mother. That was the only people that I wanted, was my mother and my father. I didn't want to see people. I didn't want, but mashallah, a lot of people came and a lot of people got turned away by the doctors, because even I was giving the doctors a hard time. Abu Qatadi akhi, but I'm obviously on a call, so inshallah, please, if you could call. But like, even when I was in there, I was in so much agony, in so much pain. I was so uncomfortable that I didn't even want the doctors around. So as soon as my mother would come into the ward, the doctors would run out because they knew that now this is the only woman that I will actually listen to in the ward. But like I'm saying, guys, look, that's just for me, and the immense amount of support.
You to read that.
Allahu Akbar. So that's why he was calling me. So there's a brother or sister called The Light, and it's a message to me at Guidance Avenue that I will be working at a clinic on Harley Street in the summer. So if the uncle still needs, I can provide it, inshallah. Allahu Akbar. So inshallah, let's continue this going. We'll get, please, if you can actually get the details of The Light, ask them to email at guidanceavenue@gmail.com, and we'll get you in contact, akhi, inshallah. May Allah bless you and reward you. See, this is the Muslims. Like I was saying, I did experience this myself from you guys a few years ago. I came into the park. If you look at my earliest videos, I was a stick. Yeah? Alhamdulillah, now I've got a bit of excess weight that I need to use. But nonetheless, I know the kind of support and love you guys have given Muslims that you gave me before, and you hardly knew me. Now, Uncle Jamal has been in the park, I think, for longer than me. He puts in a lot of work as well, in his own way. He's an older man. So it definitely must have been a lot more difficult for him than it was for myself to do this da'wah. And I seen the help that you gave me. Wallahi, there was so much, so much help that you guys gave me. And you know what? Let me take this as an opportunity as well to thank you guys as well. Wallahi, I love you all for the sake of Allah. And we should remember Allah when we're in a good situation. And then inshallah, Allah will remember us when we're in a bad situation. And the one who is merciful to the people, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be merciful to. The one who is appreciative of the people, inshallah, appreciates Allah too. So I just want to say, guys, from the bottom of my heart as well, when I was in that position, I am very, very thankful, and I will never forget the support and the love that I got from you guys, subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Now let's do this for our uncle. Let's get as much as we can for Uncle Jamal here, okay? It seems like from his notes that he doesn't have long left. Wallahu a'lam. Allah knows best. Allah knows when his birth and when his death is written for him, as with all of us. Let's continue this going, inshallah. We're only 1,200 away. We're only 1,200 away, guys. Let's continue this going. And akhi, I don't know, there's some sort of what's going on in the comment section at the moment. But if you can delete whoever's causing this fitna in there. I don't know what's going on in here. We're trying to raise money for a dying man, and there's some politics going on in this feed. Subhanallah. Jamal, isn't there any way that he could go around it? Ikhwa, I mean, our du'as, inshallah, our du'as are very important. Our prayers are important. Our input is important. Anything that we can give, let's give, inshallah. Okay? We're not asking what you can't. We're asking what you can, inshallah. Please, this man is a dying man. Okay? I'm gonna start using this as my narrative since I've read his letter. It's the reality, yeah. It's the reality of the situation. He's a dying. He's not just an ill man. He's a dying man. He's in the last stage, stage 5 of kidney disease, what he has. He's got another few conditions that I couldn't even read out. They look too complex to read out.
He said he had a heart condition, he has a kidney.
He's got heart conditions, he's got kidney conditions, he's got all sorts of things going on with him.
Heart.
Let's help this man. This is a dying man. Who's going to help? Inshallah. Bismillah. Akhi, could you give us an update of the total? The running total now at the moment.
£3,653.
Allahu Akbar. So 3,653 pounds. So again, that's another 150 pounds in the last few minutes, inshallah. Let's keep this going, guys.
لا هو كل زادوا.
Let's at least hit 4,000 inshallah.
3600.
Let's hit 4,000 here, Akhi. I'll give it back to you.
15 minutes.
Continue. Alright, 15 minutes left. For 400?
بتاع
350.
اللي هو حساب
Okay,
السيد.
for 4,000, inshallah.
يعني مش
Let's
حساب
hit 4,000
لا
inshallah by the end
بيقول
of this
برضه
live
في
stream.
حساب السيد.
اه
Akhi, go ahead.
Nothing, I was explaining to him.
Abu Qatada is saying to go to the GP, they can refer.
The GB will not accept him because the home office refused him. I understand this process, and I know because they refused him from 6 years ago, and they cut in his support. If he asylum seeker, they're gonna support him by accommodation and NHS and this stuff. But because they refused him, he is not allowed to take any support. That's why he needs Solistar to refresh his claim in Liverpool.
How many people?
No, 126 people watching.
126.
126.
More than
Each
yesterday.
of you donated £10. What's that? 1,260. That would be the total done.
Subhanallah, you're right. If everyone on that channel puts in £10,
It's done now.
it will be done. We can close this live feed. And then the next one you can see a video of him getting his treatment, inshallah. Yeah, Akhi,
I think the next one is to go find me for a solicitor.
No, it's correct. It's okay.
Okay.
So that's the next.
Brothers and sisters, yeah, let's hit 4,000 by the end of this live stream. That is the target. We don't want to close it yet until we hit that 4,000. Okay? But inshallah, we want the 5,000. Okay? We want to hit that 5,000, and that's a small amount. That's very, very small, to be honest. You know, because this man is dying. You know, he has so much medical problems. He has a housing problem. You know, he has a debt. Subhanallah, the brother's in debt, huge debts. You know, and we need to clear his debt. Because how is he going to live his life? How is he going to do anything if he has a mountain of debt? You know? So, yeah.
Donate. That's what we're trying to do for this man, inshallah. You know, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My brothers and sisters, just remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts these tests in front of us. He gives these tests to not only Uncle Jamal, he gives these tests to all of us and you. This test is for all of us. It's not just for
Brothers are asking for the link, yeah, and nobody's posting it.
I'm
You know,
posting constantly.
And
It's like
apart from
you
this
see.
brother right here, yeah, may Allah reward him. He's already offered him a home and everything.
Abu Qatada, Grey Dunya, post the link. Brothers and sisters, post the link. Keep the link posted. Apologies, I should have put the link in the description before I started
No,
this.
but
I'm a
brothers,
dummy when it comes
many
to
of these brothers,
YouTube.
many of you brothers, yeah, you have the link. You know you can do it, but it's like you don't want the reward. You know, all you have to do is post the link. Nobody's asking you for anything. You know, at least post the link. Keep posting it, inshallah. You know, because if even one person, yeah, donates using the link that you gave, you get the reward as well. You know, but there's no link being posted. Subhanallah. You guys want to say anything?
Can I just say one thing, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of us have been online beefing with each other, and a lot of people like to criticize Islam based on the way that we act. This is the Islam that I know. So when these Christians come and try to confuse me and say, I follow a demonic faith, I don't, because this is the faith that I follow. When I see Muslims uniting together and helping, that is the Islam that I know. That's why I am Muslim. Not because of the people trying to confuse me or because I don't know about my deen. I know enough about my deen to know that it's the truth. So as Muslims, brothers and sisters, stay away from fitna. Don't follow any other people. If you want to go on panels, go on Muslim panels. If you want to talk to people, talk to Muslim people.
MashaAllah.
So at the end of the day, this is taking us away from what the essence of Islam. Because people love it when we fight. Wallahi, when we're fighting with each other, it's entertainment for them. We're proving them right. But when we do things like this, we're proving them wrong. For me. So we all need to join together. This is what unites us. I've had problems with people like See Alive, Random Exposure. But we are uniting on the fact that this brother needs help. When I saw both of them post the video, I left all my beef aside. Why? Because we're uniting upon the haqq. Things like this make us unite.
And you
It's
love
so-
them for the sake of Allah.
and I love
don't
them
you?
for the sake of Allah. This is so beautiful to
And
see.
that you would defend them for the sake of Allah, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
That's
This is so beautiful to watch. I said on the previous live stream, if we get to 100, 200, and that'll be okay. After that, subhanallah, we are nearly 4,000. I can't believe it's got to this point. I woke up this morning and saw 2.5 grand, and it made me like so overwhelmed. It made me so proud to be Muslim. It made me proud of my brothers and sisters that are doing so well. I'm proud of all of you. Everyone that's donated, may Allah reward you. I'm so proud of you guys, and we should continue to do this. We should continue. Don't let these kuffars laugh at us. This is Islam. This is the Islam that I know. This is the Islam that people should know.
الراجل دوت عشان تاخد ثواب ايه وثواب ايه وثواب ايه.
It was on one. What was it? On?
ايوه يا عم حاجه مش حاجه وحشه يا عم انت راجل محتاج انت راجل محتاج عادي يعني.
MashaAllah, very good message. Wallahi, very good message from the sister. And I'll say something, guys, as well. And this is a message for all of us, inshallah. This is a reminder for all of us, you know. How many times do we actually stop in our life and reflect and start thinking about the supernatural events that befall us as Muslims?
18 سنه ما مدتش ايدي وما طلعتش
Birth,
حاجه
birth,
واخر
and
حياتي
death.
بقى
When you see a
هو اللي حصل
baby,
يعني حصل حاجه وحشه.
When you see a-
he's shy, sorry to cut you,
No,
but
no,
he عامل Uncle Jamal is so shy from
camera?
yeah,
Yeah.
from
No,
the
for
guy
real.
and he
Go
thinks
sit
did
over
something bad or
Exactly.
no.
oh, he's shy if he says something bad.
He feel bad because he said he lived 18 years without asking anyone for anything, and now we're trying to collect money for him. But these people giving you money because they love you. They trying to show
They
you
love you,
love.
Ammo.
Wallahi, we
They
love
you.
Uncle Omar.
المسلم
وبيدوك
أخي
كده عشان
المسلم.
بيحبوك.
انت اخي انت اخي ان شاء الله. نعم.
ده حب مش حاجة وحشة.
Yeah.
Imagine, brothers and sisters, yeah, if the uncle was to pass away, subhanAllah, you know, because of a stupid thing like because we couldn't raise enough money to give him treatments, you know, imagine how you would feel.
In Islam, if you save one person's life, it's as if you saved the whole of humanity. This is a big hasanat for us. So when we have passion to slander each other, when we have so much energy and passion to disrespect each other, if we use that same passion and energy to help somebody, wallah, the ummah wouldn't be a mess the way it is today. We have so much energy and so much time to go online and talk bad about people. Use that same energy, use that same time to spread the deen, to help people. We're going backwards, brothers and sisters.
That
man.
is called the nail on the head right there. SubhanAllah, sorry, I didn't even mean to cut you, sister. That's the nail on the head, guys. Look at this. Do you understand? People get caught up in the slander and they've got energy to go and make these videos and do all of this nonsense, yeah? We're trying to save a dying man. We're trying to give the dying man a little bit more time. This is a dead man walking, guys. Do you understand? This is a dead man walking. This is our cause right now. Nothing else. Anyone who wants to criticize, go, as they say, jump and die. Yeah, go jump and die. All right? Guys, that was the nail on the head, guys, inshallah. Leave everything negative aside. We're doing our best. The man just said in Arabic to one of our brothers here, says, I feel shy, I feel embarrassed. In 18 years, he's never asked for a single penny. He's never asked for a single hand to help. And now all of a sudden, he's asked. So obviously, he's got the camera lens on his face. He didn't grow up with camera lenses. He grew up in a time before typewriters. Do you understand? When we were kids, we had the Nokia 5146s with the aerials and playing Snake on the phone and whatnot. This was our generation. Our uncle here, my uncle here, he came from a generation where they,
stones.
yeah, they were playing with stones. This is what they were doing. In Palestine, he was in Palestine, yeah?
Yeah.
They were playing with stones. This is what they were doing. They were throwing stones. Do you understand? What are we doing? We throw each other now. We throw each other under buses. Brothers and sisters, this man is from a different generation. Let's show him that there is hope in our generation, inshallah. And let's provide this as a message to the next generation. Because soon this man is going to be gone. Remember, one of our brothers in Speaker's Corner, Abu Yasin, Allah yarhamu, he passed away a few months ago. And I saw him a few days before he passed as well. Okay, or weeks, sorry, so to speak. A couple of weeks before he passed as well. He was there, his presence was there, and then gone. Family left behind. And inshallah, the one thing that goes with him are his good deeds and the invocations of others. Yeah, the du'as, of others. This is what goes with him. Now, let's leave this man something not only to anticipate for what's next, but he's still here. He needs surgery.
And it,
فلسطيني father, mother Egypt.
yeah, his mother's Egyptian and his father's Palestinian.
Okay, so
Okay, so clear that up. His father's Palestinian and his mother's Egyptian. That's what it is.
so guys, look, this is an elderly man. Every faith promotes taking care of the elderly. We know verily that Muhammad ﷺ said that Jannah is under the feet of our mother. This is the mercy we give just to the woman that gave birth to us. Okay? This is an elderly man. Let's do for him what we can, subhanAllah. We don't know the pain that this man is in. I suffer from a chronic illness, but I'm not dying. I don't have letters saying that I'm dying. I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm well, I'm happy. Alhamdulillah, my life is good. Yeah? This man is dying. He's got a letter saying you're dying. He's on the last stage of life, stage 5.
Oh, may Allah bless his brother, yeah. The light said, yeah, Abu Qatada, it's hard to get the treatment without me there. But inshallah, when I come, I can get a full health screening for the uncle and help him with his cardiac-related abnormality. May Allah reward you, akhi. May Allah reward you.
Ameen. Brothers and sisters, everything that you can do in the long run and everything that you can do right here and now, inshallah, let's do it. Look, we are people that some of us don't know each other on the table here, and we've come together under this cause. Some of us came to this today. We did on the table here and now is ibadah. It is just the focus of trying to give a man a bit more time, inshallah. We're out of our comfort zones, we're away from our families, but none of this is compared to what we're doing for this man. And remember, guys, this is fi sabilillah as well. Remember the brother, yesterday he was reminding us about don't underestimate the small deeds that you do. Just the little small deeds that you do. They may be something that stops you from entering Jahannam on Yawm al-Qiyamah. They may be something that serves as a barakah for you and as a mercy, and it facilitates for your place in Jannah, inshallah. Let's help this man, subhanallah.
So some people they don't know, they're saying NHS, yeah. The NHS refused him service because his asylum wasn't accepted, his asylum papers, there was issues with it. So they literally they don't care. He can die outside the hospital. They're not going to let him in.
And brothers and sisters, if anyone does have any sort of, I don't want to say suspicion, because I want us to be nice with each other here. If anyone has any inquisition, should I say, or they're very curious to know as to how this money is going to be used, the receipts will be provided for the surgery, inshallah. Paperwork, documents. We will document this, inshallah. Because this you guys are hoping as well. And everything under Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember, my brothers and sisters, that rizq, our rizq, comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, a few years ago, I still remember something that someone was telling me. You know, anyone growing up in the hood, whether it be people around me or even myself, or it could have been other people, I'm just saying in general, anyone. You could always come across people that, for instance, they've made money in haram ways, for instance. But they've also got the facilities to make money in halal ways. But I'll tell you something, and this is in general. Just to give you an update, we're going to 2 minutes after. Oh, yeah, how long after? Yeah, you let us know inshallah and we go, okay? Habibi.
May Allah reward him.
Ameen. May Allah reward him. So, I think he's got one. Sorry, Baba.
So they're closing up here, but they're letting us stay.
They're letting us stay because they know we're trying to help a dying man.
Even today, we was in the
He knows it
restaurant.
already.
He saw him. I said like I
There
saw
was
you
a man in the
yesterday.
restaurant today when the Somali
Today
sisters,
also in
we
the
were sitting in the restaurant and we had some Somali sisters sitting next to us and they were just listening. And for what they heard, they donated money. And they didn't want to be filmed, but that's the ummah. You know, they were listening to the situation. They gave some money, mashallah.
SubhanAllah.
So what I was saying, guys, is this. Look, our rizq that we get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to come. For instance, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, in your life you are going to make 1.5 million pounds, for example, that money you make, Allah ta'ala is going to give it to you. How you make that money now, Allah has given you that choice. Do you follow your desires and make it the haram way, the easy way? You could be going selling drugs, you could be doing this, credit card fraud, or doing whatever you're doing, moves, whatever it is. Or you could go down the right path and wait and be patient for Allah Ta'ala. What I'm trying to say, guys, is our rizq is already set for us. And Allah Ta'ala has given us a promise as well, that whatever we spend in Allah's cause, we will not lose from it. This is a promise from Allah Azza wa Jal. This is a promise from Allah. So if we do believe in Allah, and we do believe in the hadith of Allah Ta'ala, and we have yaqeen in Islam, and yaqeen in Allah, and Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and everything that they came with, then let's understand that this promise is a reality. It's not just something in a fairy tale book for us to be comfy and sit and toast some marshmallows around the fire and tell fairy tales. This is not fairy tales. This is what we believe. This is our iman. Allah promises us whatever we spend in His sake will come back to us. We won't lose from it, inshallah. So brothers, please guys, We're going to end the stream in a couple of moments, in a couple of minutes, inshallah, because the brothers in the restaurant, may Allah bless them, they're keeping this place open just for us. We've got the restaurant just for ourselves for the cause of this video. Yeah, could we just do another update before we end the live stream, inshallah?
Yeah, brothers in the comments here, post how much money is being donated, inshallah. And tell us if we hit that at least
please
4K.
finish it.
You know, we don't want to leave here without.
Don't waste the comments.
Give it to Uncle, inshallah. Uncle eat, inshallah. Oh, we're almost there. 3,978. MashaAllah.
How much?
Oh, somebody said 4,028.
Where's
4,020.
This is why I asked, you know, in the beginning, I said to you, yeah, I want to end this live stream with at least 4,000, and we reached it. May Allah
Allahu
Azza wa
Akbar.
Jal.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. Allah.
Brothers and sisters, £4,000 on the system, £300 in cash. We have £700 left to go, inshallah. Let's make a target to get that money before 12 p.m. if possible. It may not be myself, but maybe some other brothers or
4,000.
some of you, maybe some other brothers of you
4,000
on your channel. You can do these live feeds and facilitate for the rest of the money, inshallah khair. So from us here at Speaker's Corner, no, I'm joking.
شغلنا حلو ده يا ابو
From us here, from the restaurant, raising money for the uncle. We all love you for the sake of Allah, and we love each other for Allah's sake as well, and we love Uncle Jamal for Allah's sake. Let's give him a bit more time under Allah Ta'ala if we can, and may Allah reward the brother here as well for his help, for taking, this is the brother that is taking Uncle Jamal in, so may Allah reward him as well. See, this is real, guys, this is true life. This is his life written for him right now. You know, every single thing, just one point to make inshallah before we go. Jazakallah khairan. Is that our sixth pillar of Iman, the last pillar of our Iman, in order for us to be a Muslim, perfect our yaqeen and our Iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is what? Our faith in Allah is qadr, destiny. The fact that every single person is sitting around this table today is part of that destiny. It was all written for us to be around this table. Yeah? Different ages, from different places, from different backgrounds, but we all came for the same reason. And this was all destined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each hair that grows on this man's head was destined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's be part of that, a good part of that destiny, inshallah, and not part of something that was neglectful, inshallah. Let's raise the rest of this money for the live feed. Let's make this a success story, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and protect you all, and bless and protect our Uncle Jamal from this. Ameen. Finish the live feed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's keep it going.
Uncle, you want to say any last words, inshallah, before we end it?
Thank you, جزاكم الله خير.
ادعي لهم
You know his situation.
ادعي لهم الملك دعاء for them to anyone والله. Your dua is acceptable.
Any last words from you?
Can I just say, anybody that I've ever disrespected, I forgive you. And, oh no, anyone that I've ever disrespected,
No, I don't forgive this.
Start again.
sorry, anyone that I've ever disrespected, please forgive me. And if I've disrespected you, please forgive me. If you've disrespected me, I forgive you. And I have beef with nobody. I will forgive all my brothers and sisters for the sake of Allah. I love all of my brothers and sisters for the sake of Allah. So please, anybody, if I've ever wronged you from the bottom of my heart, forgive me. Forgive me. And if anyone that's ever wronged me, wallahi, I forgive you.
And please delete any videos you made about the
On
sister.
that point, guys, anyone who criticizes anything in this video,
Yeah, but brothers, Jazakallah khair for watching. May Allah reward all of you, and we're going to end it here.